Hello, my name is Priyanka Kare, student number N141762 I'm studying MSc Marketing and Brand Management at Nottingham Business School. This is my professional practice video presentation on very important question how I have developed as a person while studying at NTU. I hope you enjoy watching. Let me begin by giving you an overview of what this presentation covers. It is divided into parts. Part 1 focus on my personal and professional development, including my strengths and weakness, my personal development plan on table pad, my CPD activities totaling over 20 hours, and my final reflection on how I have changed. Part 2 covers 5 mock interview questions on topics including the UN Sustainable Development Goals, teamwork, and leadership and mentoring. From India, and my passion lies in creativity, innovation, and brand creation. So, particularly for small business, and my ambition is to become an entrepreneur and product and brand manager in especially in FMCG sectors, specifically in skincare and hair care, beauty and lifestyle and all. And my personal mission statement is my mission is to give best service to build a genuine relationship with my clients and my priorities and personal growth because of growing myself enables to grow my business and create value to the others, and these values have guided everything have done at NTU this year. Now let me talk about my strengths and areas for development which I identified using self-diagnosis tools. My key strengths include confidence in formal presentation and public speaking, which has grown significantly this year. I am also strong in networking. I have actively built a professional network here in the UK. My creative thinking helps me develop innovative products, ideas, and make efficient decisions. I demonstrate resilience in navigating personal challenges while studying, and I have developed strong communication skills like adapting my tone and approach for different audience from different cultural backgrounds. However, I also recognize areas where I need to improve. Academic writing is a challenge because English is not my first language, so grammar and academic expressions are areas I have to actively working on. Time management is another area. Balancing study, well being, and personal life has been something I have done to learn to manage better throughout the year. Personal development plan, which I had recorded on Pebble Pad, shows 5 key areas where I set objectives and tracked my progress. This is my CPD activities table. I completed over 20 hours of continuing professional development this year. This image shows actively participating in workshops and career fair events at NTU, where I have focused on building my professional network and meeting new people to broaden my thinking. And this is an global responsibility week. Let me share CPD Spotlight moment and that demonstrates leadership and teamwork in action. The situation in March 2026 during a group project, one of my teammates was unable to continue due to the personal reasons and had to withdraw from the module and leaving the rest of us short-handed midway through. My action, I stepped up as the team and lead. I communicated clearly with the remaining team members. I offered flexible timing to suit for everyone's schedule. and planned the individual tasks of each person so they can know only exactly how could they can contribute. And I scheduled regular MS Teams calls to keep communication open and the project team goes moved forward. The result, the team stayed coordinated and we completed the project successfully. Every member has been contributed meaningfully within the planned structure. And then going forward, this experience has been confirmed for me that strong communication and flexible leadership are far more powerful than the individual efforts alone, and it's something I will carry into my every future team I work with them. The next step spotlight is my personal one. It is about how I build confidence through community engagement. My starting point, I joined NTU late on 30th of September. I missed the induction period entirely and felt isolated, anxious, and unsure how to settle into new university and new life and new country. What I did, I started exploring outdoor activities, attended the NTU Global Launch, and participated in community events. I engaged with people from different backgrounds, and especially during the winter break, to build genuine relationship and connections have been working on with new people. And the transformation I overcome my internal anxiety and I built real friendships across different cultures, and my communication skills has been grown significantly and I became a confident and public speaker, something I genuinely could not have imagined of my day one. And my key learnings, stepping outside of my comfort zone, and it builds a kind of confidence in me but no classroom can teach you. Now I actively seek new environment and new people. I use every social opportunity as my development tool, and I carry deep confidence and I build true community into every professional setting. Here some images have been showing my active participation in the student union club. This is my group picture, all my classmates of my course, end of the day, and it was really been a wonderful experience with different kind of people, and all are really been helped and contributed throughout the year of every module, and it was really a good experience in throughout my entire year of this. Now I want to reflect how I have genuinely changed as a person of this year. When I arrived at NTU, I was shy about speaking up in team meetings, and I avoided conflict either than facilitating in it. I did not understand mentoring or CPD. I had no knowledge of the UN sustainable or responsible management. I was focused on tasks, not people dynamics, and I have no professional network in UK. Now living NTU, I'm very different person. I'm now confident facilitating group discussions and naming emotions in team settings, and I used emotional intelligence to turn conflict into creativity collaboration. I'm committed to CPD as a lifelong professional habit and not just a course requirement. I'm knowledgeable about the SDGs and most relevant to my FMCG industry. I focused on people dynamics as well as tasks outcomes, and I am actively building my professional identity, including my LinkedIn presence. The growth I have experienced this year is real, and it has changed how I think, how I communicate, and how I see myself in future. Now, let me move into part 2, 5 mock interview questions. In this, covering the UN Sustainable Development Goals, teamwork, and leadership and mentoring. The first question: what research have you done to understand UN SDGs and why they matter? The 17th UN Sustainable Development Goals were adopted in 2015 as a part of the 2030 Agenda. They represent a universal call to end poverty, to protect the planet, and ensure prosperity for all. And they matter because the business that operate without sustainability in mind can risk regulatory penalties and reputational damage as long-term unavailability. I focus particularly on three SDGs most relevant to my career in FMCG. SDG 3: Good health and well being, skin care and hair care products directly support consumer health. So, ingredients can be safely and avoiding harmful chemicals and critical. And SDG 8: Decent work and economic growth. As an inspiring entrepreneur, I'm committed to creating fair employment and ethical supply chains. SDG 12: Responsible consumption production. The FMCG industry must reduce plastic waste and adoptable sustainable packaging and enable consequences consumption. My source includes UN Organization, NTU Sustainability Events, and Daniel Goleman's work on emotional intelligence. Question 2: how could you make difference in relation to UN SDGs in your future profession? In my future FMCG brand, I plan to take concrete action across multiple SDGs. For SDG 3, I will formulate products using certified and safe dermatological tested ingredients and publish full ingredient transparency report. And for SDG 8, I will ensure all staff for paid and the real living wages and partner only with ethical manufacturers and offer graduate apprenticeships. For SDG 12, I will launch 100% recyclable or referable packaging and partner with curricular economy initiatives like Loop. For SDG 5, gender equality, I will build an exclusive brand that celebrates the desired skin types and tones and avoid harmful beauty stereotypes. As John John wrote in 1997, responsible management is not a concentrant on profit. It is the foundation of sustainable profit. I genuinely believe in that. Question 3: what is responsible management practice and why does it matter in modern business? Responsible management means making decisions that balance profit with ethical obligations to the employees, customers, communicates, and the environment, not just the shareholders. This aligns with Freeman stockholders and theory from 1984 and is grounded in the UN Principles for Responsible Management Education, known as PRIME. There are four pillars I associate with responsible management: ethical decision making, acting with integrity even under commercial pressure, and avoiding greenwashing or explorative practices. Next, inclusive practices. Ensuring equitable treatment regardless of gender, race, or nationality, as MC McKinn's 2020 research shows, desires to make better decisions. Stockholder focus. Considering the impact on all stockholders, employs customers, supply chains, and communities, not just profit margins. Long term thinking, prioritizing sustainable value creation over long term gains, because this is what future investors and consumers can expect from us. And responsible management is no longer optional, it is the standard of modern business leadership. Question 4. Describe a situation where you had to solve problem as a team. Situation: I joined the NTU on 30th of September late, missing the induction entirely. On day 1, I was placed directly into Team V10 assignment already in progress. I felt tense, confused, and uncertain way to begin. My task was overcome that confusion to communicate clearly and with my new teammates and understand the assessment scope and contribute meaningfully despite having missed the induction period. Action: I communicated openly with my team and explained my situation honestly. We used MS Teams and group chat for daily check ins and divided tasks clearly and coordinated the small contributions each and every day. Outside of the project, I also explored the union club like global lunch and community events to build my confidence and settle into university life. Result: I overcome entirely from anxiety, build strong team relationships, and we have completed the assignment successfully. True community engagement, I also developed into confident and public speaking. Clear communication has been transferred. What was communication transferred? What was very stressful at the starting into my foundation for my growth. Question 5. Why is mentoring important for personal growth? How will you use in your career? Mentoring matters for several important reasons. It provides a safe and structured space to share your hopes, fears, and your ambitions and goals. So it can develop self awareness and helping you to recognize your values, strengths, and weakness and opportunities. So it offers guidance from someone who has been already navigated similar challenges, and it creates accountability. Thank you for watching my video.